Hello everybody, welcome to Kochi Prefecture. This is the Kochi coastline. And that's the mighty Pacific Ocean, and you can see a beautiful blue color that comes out of it. Hope you can, depending on the signal. This is the live stream. Wow. And I have about 10 minutes before I gotta get to the airport. I've parked the car over there. You can see the RAV4. And I thought I would just do a little pit stop here before I make it to the airport. It's just so nice to enjoy a little bit of nature. And of course I got the drone out and took some nice drone shots. I'm gonna hide the drone just in case, or I might take it with me. So I got the Air 2 and was able to get some really nice shots for the video. All right, let's go down here. I wanted to show you a little bit of a closer look. We can walk down to the coastline. I'm hoping that the signal holds strong. Hey, Broadshaw Studio. It's kind of a jungle route, but as long as I take care, it should be fine. I've got an external mic to help knock down the wind because it is quite windy here. Apparently, people go this way. As long as there's no big spiders, I'm okay. This reminds me of my trip to Ogasawara a few years ago. Oh, whoa! Whoa! The mighty Pacific! And I'm an Atlantic City kid, Atlantic Ocean kid. I grew up in New Jersey where the water was not quite this blue. See if I can walk a little ways in. See if we can get a nice view. Maybe I climb this outcrop. Wow. See if I can get the angle right here. Beautiful. And if I go straight this way, I think I get to America. But I think for me, it's really interesting to see, even in Tokyo, you don't really see the Pacific. You see kind of Tokyo Bay and the areas where there's a lot of boats, big ships, tankers going through there. Here, we just get pristine Pacific Ocean. And Kochi is really famous for its surf and surfing, so this is probably a place that you want to come and bring your surfboard or rent one. I remember drinking at a market in Kochi. A couple of surfers, it was a live stream actually, a couple of surfers came up and we had some drinks together. Really cool guys from Chiba, from Nagoya, from Osaka. They all got together and they drove down to Kochi. Why? Because the surf is freaking awesome here. Maybe not right here, you probably, well, that's not too bad right there. Look at that. But not a ship in sight. I love it. This is on the drive back from Shimanto River. It's just so beautiful. I had to stop and take some drone shots here. Kind of rocky. It's a little bit better maybe from up there. Let me take you to back up through the jungle route. And then I got to get back in the car and make my way to Kochi. Maybe you can join me for the drive back a little bit. Don't want to sprain my ankle. I shouldn't even say that when you say that's usually when you sprain your ankle. If the sunlight is hitting it at the right time, you see this really beautiful emerald blue. That's a Pacific blue, and it's even deeper out in Ogasawara. They call it bonin blue. It's this really deep blue I'd never seen before. It's a little bit brighter here. The wind is what's knocking the phone around, even on the gimbal. It's quite windy. I'm surprised Drone-chan survived some really far off shots. All right, back up the jungle route. Don't forget the drone. I also have to do Frogger and cross the highway of death. It's all part of the adventure. Feels like Indiana Jones. Hey, is that where that expression "I'm Jonesin" comes from? Indiana Jones? I don't even know what that means. Oh, like you do it wild, man. Like Indiana Jones. They named the dog Indy. Ah. Oh, baby. Tig. I think I stepped in doggy doo-doo. I don't think it was doggy. Is it me? All right, one last shot here. Then we're gonna go in the car. Ah, the mighty Pacific. Hey everyone in Hawaii! Aloha! So I think this direction. Kochi saying aloha, yo! No? Can't hear anybody. Unless the wind that just picked up is everybody. Don't know. Looks like a washboard down there. ABNB 77, aloha. That's this way towards Rapa Nui, Easter Island. Hey! Rapa Nui! Hola! I think they speak Spanish in Easter Island. And the highway just hugs it. This is the, hold on, there's a sign here. Oh, is this the Shikoku coast? Quite rocky. All right, let's get to the car. Again, I gotta cross this highway of death. Death because if you're not looking around the curve, you don't know what's gonna hit you. Well, you do actually, a car. I'm not gonna let that happen, not live anyways. I'd do that pre-recorded, then I can get it in 8K. All right, this is good here, but this direction, it's not good. See, it's tricky. You could swim there. There's some shallows over here that aren't very rough. I would make sure you come with some sandals or some aqua shoes, aqua socks, so you don't cut up your feet. Okay, we're clear. Ah! We're booking to the car. Rob full waiting for us. It's magic. As long as the key is near me, it opens up. Okay. Okay. Do it, done. Okay, here we go.
Drive along the road for more than 5 kilometers.
Oh, my arrival time is getting bad. They say you're supposed to be there an hour before flight. How's 45 minutes? It's all good. Safety first. Auto on. Squeeze me on. What? Oh. Engine first. Wait, why do these things pop out? Rear wheel windows.
Drive along the road for more than 5 kilometers.
Why'd the rear view mirrors pop in? Oh, there's a police officer. Sorry, sir. I didn't break the law. It's better if he passes now because then we're behind him. Unless if I drive like a bat out of heck. Could be an issue. All right, turn around. Watch the road. Here we go. Signal. Make sure there's nothing coming on the road of death. Hold on, I think I can stabilize you by putting this here. All right. Road of death is clear. Signal on. Done! Goodbye, Pacific. Hello, Kochi Ryoma Airport. Destination, final destination, Tokyo! Oh, sorry. Speed limit is 50. I'm going 55. Let's slow down. Okay. A lot of little teeny fishing towns going through here. A lot of little, should I say people? A lot of old ladies that are really short. Cute. Big smiles. People, when they see other people, they really like it here in Kochi. They're really receptive to outsiders. I love that. I think some of them might be outsiders themselves. Kochi is a really, I don't know, it's like the frontier, it feels like. It feels like you're a pioneer when you come to a place like this. Just like you just saw highway stop, I went through jungle to get to the, well, probably a lot of beaches are like that, but just special here. Makes what I'm talking about more exciting. Like Indiana Jones. I'm Jonesin'. Yeah. So the highway along the coast, it does wind a lot. Speed limit is 50 right now. And on the highway, it's 80 typically. 80 kilometers per hour, which is like 55 maybe. It's not really that fast. But I think they give or take about 10 kilometers maybe. So yeah, you can do probably 90, but I would, follow speed limit because this is a live stream and I should encourage good driving. It says my arrival time is 12:42. My flight is at 1:35. So I think we're gonna be okay. Usually once I hit the highway, I make up some time because I might go 81 kilometers an hour, one over, just, it's hard to see exactly the speed limit, but you have to drive safe. Saga Park Station, Saga Koen Eki, if anyone is looking on Google Map. That's where I am in Kochi Prefecture along the coast. And there's the station right there. The tracks that is right on my left side, there's a tunnel that goes through that mountain. We go around it on the highway. So I really wonder how long we're gonna have a signal here. Oh God, I love all these places to turn into to enjoy the coastline. And you can bring a drink with you. Like I got some sparkling water down there. Just take it in. There's a dam. Wow. Well, not a dam, a lighthouse. Sorry. Starting to forget my native language. It's a lighthouse. Very different structure. I filled the gas tank to this RAV4. I had about, according to the thing, I had about 75 kilometers to go before the tank was at zero, and it cost me $80, 8,000. Wow, look at the blue color. Hold on. I don't know if you can see it. You gotta pan over to the right side. There you go, a little bit. It's a red light. Now you can see the tunnel for the train up there on the left. Wow. You see it now? beautiful. Really nice. Nope, didn't really touch that. Hey Lisa O, great to see you. Member for 13 months. Pretty awesome. All right, here we go again. So straight ahead. Now if you go to the right, you go through the town. Okay. Oh, there's the copper I passed before. Hello, sir. It's the Yokohama Tunnel. Interesting. Yokohama Beach, I guess. We're probably gonna or until you don't see me anymore. I usually don't listen to music because I forget to bring some with me. The last time I listened to music, I think, was when, gosh, I don't know, there's another YouTuber in the car, and he connected his MP3 player, which is an iPhone, to the car stereo. All right, we're back on the other side. I wanted to before we get to the highway, I wanted to talk a little bit about driving in Kochi to end this series. I'm over here. So driving in Kochi is a really pleasant experience. It's the roads are really open. Now you can see on my right side, I just went past the train station. Train is not really an option because there's only maybe 4 or 5 a day that go along here. So you have to plan your trip around the train times. With a car, you plan your trip around whatever you want to do. But it's a really pleasant experience to drive in Kochi. For the most part, the highways are like this. It's very easy driving. For a lot of Americans, it's just overcoming your fear of driving on the left side. But for me, I've been walking on the left side, before I got my license. So mentally, I was there. Just check out the road. It's kind of more interesting than looking at me. You have these places called Michi no Eki on the left side. You can pull in there, restrooms. Almost every single town has one of these where they sell local goods. Local vegetables are in there. Local restaurants. It's a great place. You could also park your car and spend the night there. There's a Lawson's. A lot more Lawson's in Shikoku than 7-Elevens or Family Marts. Lawson country is Shikoku, I figured out. But driving here, as you can see, the roads are really open, no traffic. I think if you rent a car inside of the city of Tokyo, you're going to be a lot more stressed out. So maybe you want to jump in a taxi and just go a little bit outside of the city. I don't know, or maybe make sure your hotel is a little bit outside of the city of Tokyo when you rented the car. But the Toyota rent-a-cars and Oryx and Nippon rent-a-cars, a lot of them, they all have offices at major train stations and believe it or not, in a lot of rural localities. I thought that was pretty amazing. So you always have access to a car. A lot of locals will they have small cars to get around their town, and they rent a big car if they want to take a trip. I was talking with some people at Nakatosa, and the lady at the tourism office, she's, I think she's originally from there, but she said that she has a small car to get around Nakatosa. This is where I ate the 2 lunches 2 days ago. And when she wants to go to like Hiroshima for Costco or Ikea, she rents a bigger car for the day and then drives back in the evening. So that makes a lot of sense, because the big cars drink gas like a fish in water, drinking water. They don't actually drink the water, right? They breathe the water. Strange metaphor. It's a pretty calming drive. Sometimes you'll see a temple or a shrine on the right side or the left side. They sort of just pop up, and you can stop and park and go take a look. That's the stuff you do when you drive. Whatever you see, you can park and go investigate. And that's what I look at as an abandoned Suzuki mechanic garage. Pretty interesting. All right, looks like we're getting closer to the highway now. So if you're looking for adventure in Japan, you can do it by Shinkansen and then rent a car. You don't have to rent a car from Tokyo, because driving is pretty darn expensive. But maybe considering the Shinkansen rent-a-car hybrid pass might be something that's interesting too. It just depends on how you like to travel. I remember meeting lots of people. Almost, I'd say like 85% of the tourists that come here that I meet and talk to say that they have a JR Rail Pass, whether it's 1 week or 2 weeks, and they time it so that they can travel really hard for 7 days, and then they spend the rest of the time in Tokyo in the beginning and at the end, or in Osaka. My feeling is I would fly into Kansai every time, because there you got Kyoto, you got Nara, you got Osaka, you got Himeji, Hiroshima is closer, Tokyo is 2 hours away, because around Tokyo there's not that much. You got Hakone, you got Nikko, you got some attractions up in Ibaraki, Tohoku's a lot closer, you got Fujisan, but Kansai just makes a lot more sense, because you can do all that in a few days in Tokyo, and you could spend 2 weeks in Kansai. So rent the car you know, when you get to Kansai, rent the car because it's easier to get out of Kansai and then drive towards the Sea of Japan or Shikoku, or, you know, if you're in Tokyo, you can drive up to Tohoku, but it's so wide up in Tohoku, it takes forever to drive up there. Shikoku's perfect for rent a car. I think this is a frontier, and if you have the car, it unlocks a lot of attractions that you don't see otherwise. The other thing that Shikoku is very popular for is the 88 temples, and we're just passing. Should I honk at her? There's a pilgrim. He's got one of the pointy hats and a towel, and he's wearing pilgrim wear. Like a fashion sense. They hike around Shikoku going to 88 temples and shrines. Usually for 3 months it'll take. And, you know, that's really seeing the country. You can do it in a car, probably in a few days. You see what I'm saying? So, I hope that this kind of like guide helps you making a decision. I did this because I want to encourage people who do visit Kansai to maybe rent a car and take a trip to Kochi. And this is a 4-day course, and you can do it too. I saw a heck of a lot. Iya for 1 night, I probably should have spent 2. Shimanta for 2 nights, I probably could have spent 4. I wanted to make a knife, I should have spent 6. But all in all, the course, I'll put a link in the description. I'll see if I can get a Google link so that you can just follow along where I was on this trip. It's extraordinary to get in a car and just go. And I didn't unlock this until I finally got my license about 2.5, 3 years ago. And since then, it's been completely, I've seen Japan in a different way. Majority of people in Japan, they drive, they have cars because they don't live in the city. That's not true. The majority lives in the city. There's a lot of people. Japan's got a lot of car makers. Nissan, Toyota, Honda, Suzuki, Mazda, just to name a few. That's probably most. All right, check it out. We got some nice greenage. Don't know how the signal is. I'm not lying to you. Who wrote that? I'm telling you from knowledge. You can either take it or not take it. That's up to you, but I would take it. People ask me, what do you want to do? What's your perfect itinerary? And I say, I don't know. Everybody's personality is different. If you're like, you know, an Akihabara guy, you like manga, anime, and you've never been to Japan before, you could probably just spend the whole time in Akihabara and Nakano. I think that's kind of a waste, but everybody's different, and what I want and what I like is not what somebody else is going to want and like. And this is the big thing. This is why I hate giving people travel advice. I can show you places and you can look at it and you can decide whether or not it's for you. Some people don't like temples or shrines. They all look the same to them after 3 or 4 of them. It's like they want to eat. For me, I like to travel to eat too. I want to have local food because Japan is one of these gastronomical paradises where you can do that. I like to travel for food. So if you want to get to the roadside places, you're going to need a car to get to the really local stuff. Not everything's at the train stations, and more it's like chain stuff. So unless you want to, you know, eat McDonald's and Domino's and Yoshinoya, which is pretty good. Oh, look at the green on the left side. Oh man. It's a little bit gold too because they're going to be harvesting Kaina Station is to the left, for anyone tracking me. Kaina. Kochi is 78 kilometers away.
In 700 meters, turn slight right.
Yeah. But driving in Kochi, super easy. Shimanto's a little bit more challenging. There's some places where they're 1-car roads, but they're 2 ways. So you have to go slow and stop. Maybe 2 times I had to go in reverse for about 10 meters or so. Or the other person went in reverse a couple of times too.
In 300 meters, turn slight right.
Ah, we're getting on the expressway, I think. I just saw expressway. Awesomeness achieved. Okay. Kochi. Green sign.
Turn slight right at the next traffic signal.
Right.
Then Take the expressway.
Yes, expressway, baby.
Turn slight right.
Red light. So bright. I really need a pair of glasses. Hey, Brandania, good timing. Aloha. For some treats, for some drinks, just dropping in to say hi. Can't stay because I'm supposed to be working. Hey, Brandani, did you hear me say aloha did you hear me say aloha? Did that guy cross on a red light? I yelled aloha from the Kochi coast to my Hawaiian friends. Expressway! I don't know if it's a 56. I just know that the speed limit is 30 and I'm going 50. Okay, slow down. The car behind me looks like he wants to go 50. All right, there's grooves on the road here so you don't slip off. Kochi has a lot of rain in the winter. It's just really amazing to have these blue skies. I hope it's coming in full HDR, which the iPhone delivers quite well, just because it's so awesome. Looks like they're building another highway overpass for something. When the highway extends all the way to Shimanto City, it's going to be freaking awesome. You can get there much quicker, but you might miss some of the stuff like the ocean that I just showed you. That's nice. Just to stop for 15 minutes, get some drone shots, get back in the car. Bada bing, bada boom, off to the airport. Arrive at 12:30. Got 90 minutes. All right, tunnel, might lose you. I'll see you on the other side. Did I even go through the toll gate? No.
Drive along the road for more than 5 kilometers.
All right, 70 kilometers. I'm going 75. Lights on. Always turn on the lights in the tunnels. Or keep it on auto and then it does it for you. Oh, we're gonna lose this signal soon. Hey, Frenska 358. Just caught that in the corner of my eye. Wow, there's a raccoon! Did you see that? There's a sign on the left for raccoons. Oh, Kochi, 74 kilometers away. This is awesome. Could use some music, maybe some Teen Spirit from Nirvana. 24 degrees Celsius, it reads right there. The windsock says wind's coming from the right side. Don't know if it's north or south. This is the Tachibanagawa Tunnel. 936 meters. Probably see you on the other side. This one's a long one. The other side, cruising at 75 kilometers per hour. 73. Another tunnel. Whoa. Whoa, it opened up. Beautiful. Agnes Lim. Thanks. I'm going to stop up at a rest stop if there's one on the way for a quick drink and just stretch my legs. Put that to good use. Whoa, motorcycle gangs. Peter! Probably in there. Probably wearing all leather. Kinjono Tunnel. 2 kilometers long, 1,916. I'll definitely see you on the other side. We're gonna lose signal. I've been pretty impressed so far, but I'm gonna pump it up to 75. Get through this one quick. Center of the mountain. It's crazy. We're about 68 kilometers away from Kochi. but it says 85 on my radar thing because it's going to the airport. Smooth driving on the highway. But Joy said yes. It was simple. I could catch it on my corner of my eye. So I'm looking at the road, but just in the corner of my eye, I can see chat, just like I can see the navigation system. They're kind of together. All right, we're halfway there, 900 meters to go. I can't believe we still have a signal of anything. Even if it's Minecraft quality, that's impressive. They must have put like some sort of signal inside the tunnel. Well done. I do have cell phone reception just about everywhere. There's some places where it's weak, but you can make phone calls. No dead spots. There are though, like in the middle of wilderness, but it's pretty impressive because 2 years ago the dead spots were really bad, and now they've fixed it. I had 3G in some spots. Now everything seems to be 4G, just 3 bars instead of 5. All right, other side, nice and bright. No glasses. I forgot my sunglasses.
In 700 meters, turn slight right.
Hey, John Kimura's here. I caught that inside of my eye. It turned like pink. It's good to have you here. I'm gonna pick something up for Kanai. She wants some yuzu kosho. Buy her some yuzu. Yuzu kosho is really famous here. I'll buy her some yuzu kosho gifts. That's awesome. Thanks, man.
300 meters, turn slight right.
All right, slight right. This is Route 56. I'm getting on. Yeah, traffic light.
Turn slight right.
All right, traffic light, red light. Okay, can turn it here. There you go.
Turn slight right.
Slight right? It's a pretty hard right. Something says this navigator lady is from the UK. Bob Joe chipping in for the Yuzu Kosho funds. John Kimura I see you gave $55. It's not Route 55, it's Route 56. That's pretty cool. You almost had the route right. That's funny. Franco 358 just checking back in. Thanks. Wow, that's pretty impressive. The signal is good. All right, follow that car. Ooh, that car's not supposed to go over the line there. Police restrict. You get in trouble for that.
5.0 kilometers, turn right.
I'm gonna just tilt you a little bit more towards the scenery. Without the navigation, I'd probably be lost. You can use your Google smartphone instead of the car navigation. Actually, it might be a good idea if you're going to the countryside to use both. This is a good tip because a lot of the places are registered on Google, especially older rent-a-cars. This is a semi-new one, I think 2018 maybe, 2019. But older rent-a-cars have older navigation systems, so sometimes they might not be up to par. But Google Maps always is. It's good to have both of them going, and you can plug in your smartphone. I would encourage you to bring it from home instead of trying to buy one here, or order it on Amazon and have it sent to your hotel. But the suction cups that I have to hold your smartphone are very useful inside the car. So you might want to get one of those. I have 3 suction cups to really get it on there. Depends the size of your smartphone. That's good to have, as well as a long wire to keep your phone charged. And you can put it in the middle, and it does a really good job of navigating, getting you to where you need to go. Both of them. The thing is, the Google, you definitely need to have 4G, a SIM card. You can't use Wi-Fi with that. Is that the mayor? He's wearing one of those political sashes that they wear in Japan. Pretty cool. Oh, you can see a lot of the old houses. They look like, some of them look like Akia, abandoned. Like no one is living there. Some weeds growing out of them. There's a Lawson. See, this is the 3rd Lawson's we've passed. Almost tempted to stop in there, but saving it for a rest stop. Pachinko. It's a shame. Some of these most beautiful buildings in the towns, the old towns, they're all from the Showa period. And then you'll see a brand new, like really nice looking place you think is a hotel. No, pachinko. All those bright lights, looks like Vegas. Really clean on the outside. Pachinko. Iwamotoji Temple, just passing. There's a sign to tell me that that's there. All right, there's a rare family mart. Okay, red light. There's a supermarket, a drugstore. It's nice. I'm gonna be getting on the expressway again. The drive through Kochi through Shumanto, it's a sort of mix between highway and lowway, but it's scenic nonetheless. We're going towards Susaki. Hope the signal's good. 12:30 arrival time. I can live with that. What I can't live with is a 12:45 arrival time, because that really puts me as a giddy hustle to the airport. Follow that silver car. Well, there you go again. Pachinko place. Really nice sign. Stylish. It's the center of the city. Pachinko. Awful. In a pachinko way. It's gambling, you know. You don't want people, they gamble all their money away. I don't want to see that. The signs, as you can see, really quickly passing over me, they're all in Japanese on the top, kanji, English on the bottom. It's very easy to understand. Not Chinese, because they could probably read the kanji. Not katakana, not Korean, it's all in English. So I have not had any trouble with road signs in Japan ever in the last 10 years. I'm gonna say ever. 23 years ago, not everything was bilingual. A lot of stuff, especially in the countryside, just Japanese and katakana, which is good to learn the katakana alphabet. Speed limit is 50 here. I'm going 60. Okay, slow down. Beautiful skies. We've had these puffy clouds the entire 4 days. I have taken some amazing pictures too for the postcard club. This month is Asakusa. They should be arriving in the US soon. They should arrive to our 3 Patreon supporters in Japan for sure already. But next month, I don't know. There's a Seto Bridge, awesome shot that I took with the drone. There's some amazing shots that I took in Kochi and in Iya. So it's going to be a tough postcard for next month, but we will see which image wins out. When you go on these road trips, you really can, there's just too many opportunities to take amazing photos. And I have to say that DJI Air
In
2S
700 meters, turn right.
is awesome. The 1-inch sensor, the size. I have the mini, which I can fly in certain restricted areas, but oh, there's a roadhouse. I should just stop there.
In 300 meters, turn right.
All right. It's better than slightly right, which sometimes is the same thing. Well, there's a roadhouse. They just turned into one. It's a big one. Just don't have time. Another Lawson's on the right.
Turn right at the next traffic signal. Then take the expressway.
Expressway! 3, 2, 1, yeah! Slight emotion of joy. Expressway. Yeah, I'm not this happy when I end the expressway, when they tell you the toll that you just paid. Then it's not so wonderful. But That means I can shave off some time. Expressway also means service area, and I can get off and... Hurry up, motor dude. Looks like a bandit. Bandana. No bikes, no scooters, just RAV4s. Oh, look at the traffic coming here. Everyone wants to go to the countryside. Whoa. Gnarly. God, I want a motorcycle. Gotta do it. Gotta get the license. Whoa, there was a... Did you see that? That looked like the Arkansas Razorbacks. There was a wild hog running sign. So there's some hogs, wild boars in the woods here. That's a pretty cool sign. I met a guy in Ohio. He in the middle of the night, he would steal the signs. He had a collection in his room. And I told him, aren't you afraid one day you're going to get caught? He said, no. Guess he lived really out there. Some places in Ohio, it's out there. 70 kilometers per hour is the speed limit right now. Usually it's 80, but I think when the highway gets a little bit wider, I can open it up a little bit more. But I don't really want to. If you look on the left and the right, it's just so beautiful. I have maybe I don't know, 15, 20 centimeters higher than you, can see a little bit more. I should put the camera on the roof, then you get like a periscope look.
Drive along the road for more than 5 kilometers.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments right now. Is Japan a lot easier to drive in than you thought it would be? Now that you're watching me do it, somebody who, you know, gets lost walking around town, always falling down and stuff, bumping into people, I can do it. And I think if I can, you can too. So what do you think? Is this easy enough for you to drive? Is it cool and calm? Is it chill? Is it easy? Is it navigable? I want to hear from you. Sound off. Drivers. This is Shikoku. So this is the driving paradise. Well, that maybe be Hokkaido, but Shikoku is like really close, or if not better. Simple. The GPS is in English. It is. Yeah, I feel confident. That's pretty cool. But you seem like you live here. All right, we're cruising at 77. Big thank you to John Kimura. I'm extended because of his lovely donation for gifts from Kochi Airport for us, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, John. Kanai, Leo, and I, we really love you, and I know you're always looking out for us and that special care. I never come, and Ramsey Silence the same way. He's always making sure I bring home some flowers or some gifts, and that's great. It's nice to have you driving with me too, because it would be a lot boring. It feels like you're here, which is why somebody wrote a comment. I never met someone who talks so much. I laughed. I think I gave that one a thumbs up. Not a heart mark though, because I think she meant it in a bad way. But no, it's all good. I take criticism well. Can learn from it. Now and then I lose myself. Lose it and respond and then delete it. It's like a tweet that went public and then quickly delete it. Or sometimes I'll write a response and then delete it and never send it. And then you stop doing it because you realize it's just a waste of time. But I like to send responses if I can. It's nice. I'll post postcards. I love sending postcards. All right, it looks like we're getting close to where we open it up a little bit. But if I remember correctly, there's some tunnels we got to go through. All right, it's getting blurry. Look, right now I'm so deep. I'm gonna keep going until John Kimura's super chat goes away. Just out of respect. But if it gets blurry, it might get better again through this tunnel. But if I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer, because it's just fun this way. So if you lose me, I'll be back. But this tunnel looks long. This tunnel looks long. There you go. I'm cruising at 77 still. Lights on. I can tell you a little bit about this tunnel. It's 2,393 meters long, so 2.3 kilometers. It's gonna be a long one, about 3 minutes maybe. Ooh, it stinks too inside here. It smells like my old roommate's bunk. All gassy. I had the top bunk too. Stuff would waft up. I had to keep the window open, and then in the winter you get all cry, I'm cold. I said, well, I can't breathe. I don't know. So yeah, battles. Control the window, he controlled his area. So. And I learned after 2 years I stopped having roommates. Couldn't breathe. I guess there's a cafeteria, school cafeterias. They really, I don't know, serve stuff that gives you gas. I don't know. That was always pretty good. There's other people. All right, we're out of the tunnel. Thanks for keeping me company. I was just talking to myself. Hopefully that audio did not go through the tunnel. You didn't hear my roommate talk. Really? The signal is good through tunnels? This is more of an experiment now. Okay? This is as much as an experiment as anything else. Marty's in the house. Don't forget to buy something for Leo. All right, you got it. I'll get something for little Leo. I'll see if I can get him a plushie or something. Marty. Oh, it's going to be awesome. We're going to call him Marty, too, the little plushie. I don't know if they got it. I'm sure they got something at the airport. We'll have a little Marty in the house now. Two Martys now. I don't see any service areas on the navigation. So I wonder I'm gonna get my hot coffee. My arrival time is still 12:30. That tea. Whoa, we're way high up. Sometimes the most marvelous engineering structures are the highway bridges that nobody can see. I'd like to get the drone down there. This is the Kurezaka Tunnel. Couldn't see the distance. But we're following Route 56. If not, the highway is Route 56. See sweet potatoes here flying in. Gosh, if I only had wings, I'd be at the airport. Actually, I'm gonna have wings when I fly to Tokyo in an hour and a half. I've already live streamed. You know what? I might, if you are a traveler, I might live stream from Kochi Airport from the observation deck. I'll do a special live stream for all of our travelers and our Patreon supporters So if you're a member, you're using the special emoji. I think it's like 90 yen or something, less than $1. I'll do a special live stream from Kochi Airport to look at the airplanes, because I know a lot of you haven't been to the airport in a long time. No, Nakatosa, that's where I had lunch a couple days ago. It might be nice to see what's going on at the local regional Kochi Ryoma Airport from the observation deck. After I get little Marty, I'll get a little Marty at the gift shop. All right, this tunnel is Kawasaki Tunnel, 545 meters, and I can already see the other side. I've been talking to little Leo. Marty, I've been talking to Leo through FaceTime, and he recognizes me over FaceTime, and it's so awesome. He recognized me through facial expressions, funny faces, and strange sounds that I do. And I do these dance beats, and he recognizes me through dance beats. It's pretty cool. I have a couple ones. I have a very, I can't do high-paced dance beats, but mostly like mid-ground, and kind of a deeper, you know. He likes. Kanai doesn't like the unch one because he says it sounds like unchi, which is poo in Japanese. Can't control it. Signal is gone. I apologize. There's a turn off for Nakatosa. I don't know how if the signal's going to come in, but John Kimura's chat is still hanging in there, so I'm still going strong as I can. This is the end of the Kochi episode too. Driving Kochi, the course. I'll put a link in the description. I'll show you when I get back to Tokyo what I did, just to round this off. But I love this drive. Let me tell you the cost of this car. Well, you maybe this is Minecraft. You can still hear me, maybe. So, the rent-a-car that I got, it was less than $100 a day. This is like a really nice SUV. I think it was maybe $80 a day, $75 a day plus the tax, and then that came out to under 50,000 yen. So that's about $450. So with taxes and everything, that's pretty reasonable. And then some motor guys. That line is really close. And then there was a charge for them to drive it back to from Kochi to Kyoto. And that costs a little bit over 20,000 yen, like about $200. But if you factor in gas and tolls, probably I'd come out ahead. Okay? Because even the toll crossing the Great Seto Bridge was like $35. And then the other highways, it was like $75, $80. So that's $120 just for the tolls plus the gas. Probably come out about the same or a little bit ahead. So all in all, it cost, with my 20% gold member discount of Toyota Rent-A-Car, about under $700 for 4 days, which seems high, but it's worth it. When you're going out there to film a lot of content, it certainly is worth it because, getting around, traveling is probably the biggest expense. And we have a really good community on Patreon, and I'm glad that I can use that now for traveling expenses, budgeting, adventure, showing you around, sharing. So I have an obligation to show you tunnels, the depths of Kochi. It's pretty deep. It smells like my roommate again, except it's more pleasant because it's like gasoline gas. Probably more dangerous, although you don't know what he ate. It's pretty nasty stuff. Alright, we got another tunnel, so we get a little air brake here. There's a little parking place, so if your car breaks down, you can be able to... I still don't have a parking area. This tunnel is... I missed it. Began with an S. I even come close to that white line, it goes off. On the right side, there's like a blackness. I think that's where all the dirt goes in the middle for years. Don't know. But it makes the line look like it's a lot closer, so you end up going a little to the left and the right. Oh, what a gassy smell is the depths of this tunnel. Kochi is a land of tunnels. It's a land of a lot of things. But some of these tunnels, there is a tunnel. It was 5 kilometers long. I'm not joking. That's like 4 miles long, right? A little bit over 5K. But 5K is 3.1 miles, so about over 3 miles long. I'm trying to think of the conversion. I remember 5K is 3.1 miles because I ran cross country and we would do 5K races, which were 3.1 miles. 10K is 6.2 miles. So you can kind of figure it out. But it's easier just to use 5K and 10K. Why we don't use the metric system in America, I don't know. It's not better. The US system is not better. Metric. Use the metric for a couple of months. It's so much better. It's not signals to warn me. It's right there. All right, I see sunlight or very bright headlight at this point. It's hard to tell. It looks like it must be sunlight. I'm impressed that we have a signal for this long. Susaki Nishi. Awesome. We just left the tunnel. I don't know if the signal's any good, folks, but I am driving now to Kochi Airport from Shimanto, and I'm kind of going. I can see some of the ocean. Another tunnel! No! Double tunnel. There's one on the left side too. Tosa is 19 kilometers away. Still no. Oh, there's a parking area at Tosa. Well, that was the first time that the signal stopped. It did it again. It said reconnect, and I had to touch the screen for a second. Thumbs up for the moderators for hanging in there for like an hour. Tokushima, 192 kilometers. This is the Oma Tunnel, 505 meters. If you take a look at Instagram, I put in a hyperlapse that took me like 10 minutes to make, and you can see 10 or 15 minutes in like 50 seconds, I think, 45, 50 seconds. It's pretty cool. And I'll see if I can put some drone shots up on Instagram today. Just so beautiful. Some of the shots that I got from the Shimano. Man, can't wait to come back here in November. I'll be back in Kochi with Kevin Riley, and we're gonna do some live streams with Kevin, eat some food, have some fun. Kevin's been in Japan longer than me, and the dude has never been to Kochi. Insanity. I've been to every prefecture a minimum of 3 times. Most of them like 5, 6, 7, but there's a few places I've only been like 3 times, like Saga Prefecture and where? I think to Saga. The rest I've been 4 or 5 times. It's a lot. Fukui, maybe 5 times, 4 times, 5 times. That's one that's kind of hard to get to. Hyogo is Kobe, but Hyogo goes all the way to the other side. So deep Hyogo, I've only been there maybe 3 or 4 times. Tottori and Shimane have been to more recently a lot, but I didn't go to Tottori and Shimane. There's Saga, Tottori, and Shimane were the last 3 prefectures that I didn't visit. We can play the game. Can you name all 48 prefectures from south to north, from Okinawa to Hokkaido? I think I can do it. right, let's try while I'm driving. I'll start from Okinawa. Next is Kyushu. There's the Kagoshima, Kumamoto, Saga, Nagasaki, Fukuoka, Oita, Miyazaki. Next we have Shikoku. We'll do that. Ehime, Kochi, Tokushima, and Kagawa. Then we go from Honshu. We have Yamaguchi, Hiroshima, Shimane, Tottori, Okayama, Hyogo, Osaka, Kyoto, Fukui. Hold on a second, let me go through this ETC. Fukui. If we stay on this side, we have Ishikawa, Toyama, Niigata, Akita. We go up the other way. Why do I know this? I said Osaka already, so we can't remember. Can't forget Wakayama and Mie. Then we have Aichi. And if you work your way up there, we have Gifu, Shizuoka, Yamanashi, Nagano, Tokyo. And if we work our way up from there, we have Gunma, Tochigi. Then there's Fukushima, Miyagi, Iwate, Ibaraki, and Chiba. Don't forget those on the corner there. Gosh, what's next? Yeah, Nagano's up there. Nagano's snugged in the middle. There's no sea access to Nagano. And then there's Tohoku, right? I've already named Kita, so on the other side there's Iwate and Aomori and Yamagata, which is snug in the middle of there. Don't forget Yamagata, Miyagi, Fukushima, the other two for the 6 prefectures for Tohoku. And then there's one more. That's 47. That's crazy. One more is Hokkaido, and then you have Okinawa right down the bottom, in case I didn't forget that. That's 47. Boom. Did I miss any? Did anybody count? Did I miss any? Oh! I forgot Nara! You were so right! I forgot Nara! I knew it! There's the one, 46. Okay, good call. Nara. Tottori and Shimane. I went up the coast. Yamaguchi, Tottori, Shimane. No, that's a city. That's not a prefecture. Nara! Ugh! Sometimes it's hard because you think Nara's a city, but it's also a prefecture. Dang nabbit, I knew it. And I forgot Shiga. That's an embarrassment because I was there. Shiga's Lake Biwa. Yeah, good call. I missed Shiga. So that's all right. 45. I think back when I travel mentally and I can go through it. I think I was saying I missed Shiga because I was going through the toll booth. Here come the excuses. But if you can name all the prefectures, then you are a traveler. Yeah, Shiga and Fukui is one a lot of people forget. Shiga, Nara, the ones in the middle there. It's easy to forget Gunma and Tochigi. But I lived there for a long time, so those are easy. And you think of the onsen too. A lot of onsen are in these countrysides. So when you travel around, you do, especially for onsen and for food, you go to a lot of the prefectures that are out there. Saga is one that people forget. Nagasaki and Saga. Saga is easy to forget because it's so nestled out there, and there's no airport and there's no Shinkansen, so it's really out there. Oita as well, because you got to go around. No Shinkansen in Oita. It's fun, but I like to do that every now and then. Just so I can remember, and then I don't forget the prefectures. If you're doing it, same with the Yamanote line stations. You can play that game, go around. yeah, if you're enjoying the drive, sponsored partially by John Kimura, thank you. Click that like button. You know, just encourage me to keep going. Just kind of running on steam here. Waiting for a service area to stretch my legs. I thought there was one a lot closer. Glenn writes in, it's blurry now. This is also for science to see where the blurry parts are and where I am literally a topographer. I'm mapping out where the signal is good by this. So based on the signal, the strength of this, we're only going to know where the good places to stream and the bad places to stream are. This is for science. That signal was a thank you for all the thumbs up you were just giving. Google Street View should have signal strength in there too. No, John, don't do it. I was gonna end. No, John Kimura extended this. This is like a jukebox. John, I'm gonna end this. John Kimura just extended. He added to the jukebox. It was like really bright pink for a second. Okay. I was like out of ammunition too. I don't know, what else do I talk about next? Can sing original songs. Sometimes they don't come out politically correct though. I mean that. I mean that in the sense, like, I don't know what's changed in the last 20 years in the U.S. Sometimes I say something like commando or raw dog or something. I don't know what they mean. Can't comprehend. Sometimes you can take a tune and turn it into something good. I learned that there were extended lyrics to the Jingle Bells Batman Smells song. Somebody told me that there was extended lyrics. Something to keep in mind. Wonder what they're growing. Here, you know, this is the land of yuzu. The arrow's telling me get back in my lane. Oh, there's a parking area there. I should have stopped. Dagnabbit. You know what? I'm still looking for a service area. It's 11:42. A hydrogen car did not pass, but they do have hydrogen cell buses in Tokyo. They're kind of cool. Actually, I sent my Daimyo supporters a Tomy car. I've been doing that every few months. This month is I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it'll add to your collection for the Daimyo supporters. But they also have the hydrogen cell bus as a Tomy car. That's so super cool. So maybe that's something I can send. So we're now going through the Tosa area. So you can see it's just really beautiful. Lots of rice that's golden. They're going to be harvesting that soon. It's a little bit later here. Usually October is the month of harvest. That's why they have that skimi burger, the harvest moon, is in the McDonald's skimi burger. That's why they put the egg on top of it. Yeah, the hydrogen cell buses are pretty cool. So maybe I'll send that as a Tomy car in a few months, every now and then. Is that Trian? Thanks again for the further encouraging for me to find a rent car. Yeah, you're welcome. I think it's important. I think it's really good to rent the car. And get out of the tourist area to see something more natural. And you can see that here in Kochi. A lot of nature. Mount Fuji, also, you can circumnavigate. Is that just a sailing word? You can circumnavigate Mount Fuji, and that takes you past that forest that people go into and never come out of. There's also like the dark side of Mount Fuji where it's just all forest, but you can do that in 6 hours. Drive around Mount Fuji and come back, but you probably want to take 12 hours. Get the rent-a-car at 8 a.m. and come back at 8 p.m. and you can drive once around Mount Fuji, take some pictures from all different sides. It's beautiful. The highways are so nice, usually not very crowded, especially on weekdays. The service areas are second to none, so beautiful, especially on the Tomei Expressway. There's a couple of really nice service areas with beautiful views of Mount Fuji. But rent a car, 12 hours, drive around Mount Fuji, come back. It's something you can definitely do. Really make a great day out of it. Or rent the car for 2 days and spend the night somewhere and then loop back to Tokyo on the next day. Leave your luggage at a main hotel or something. Or take it with you. That's the great thing with the car. You have a boot. You have a trunk. You don't have to leave your luggage around there. You don't have to wheel your luggage up in Onsen. You don't have to. You can totally just get on it. You can just throw your bags in the trunk and then you're off. We forget about that with the cars. Let's go. Go ahead. It does. Where are you gonna go? I don't know. There's a car behind me. I wanted to let him pass because he's faster than me. All right. Sorry, truck. Didn't know if you wanted to pass or not. Sometimes you have to do visual communication. I learned when I was getting my license, like, to triple check everything all the time. It made you paranoid. Taking driving lessons here in Japan, it's really hard. After you go through the driving, now I'm going 85 because the speed limit's higher now. Yeah, after 85 kilometers an hour, not miles per hour. You drive for a while, you get paranoid and you start doing all the safety checks and stuff, and it just follows you through the rest of the years as a driver. I'll never forget the hardships of learning at the driving school. So I could pass the driving test. It was hard, but necessary. Look at those blue skies. Kochi, 18 kilometers. Awesome. We're almost there. I'm making awesome time too. Arrival time is still 12:30 though. Uh-oh. Alright, I better do 86. Chan is here. Trunk for your junk. Or a Chan. Wait, did I just say that out loud? What does that even mean? Chan! I'm telling you, I'm gonna donate a hammer so you can get out one day. Make sure you get some sunlight, get some vitamin E. Alright, I like the little sounds. Ino Town, we're passing through. Yeah. Big shout out, thank you John Kimura for extending this live stream, but yours truly's gotta go because the phone is gonna die. This is an extended live stream for science to check where the signal strengths are strong and weak, and to test my ability to marathon talk for 75 minutes. I think I succeeded. Kept you entertained, and you kept me entertained, because if I talk to myself without you here, that makes me insane. But if I do it with you here, it makes me an entertainer, so, or a YouTuber, really. All right, for travelers, if you pay $1 for the channel, I will show you Kochi Airport as soon as I arrive for a very quick stream from the observation deck of Kochi Airport. Take a look around there. So I do appreciate the support that we've gotten over the years through Only in Japan Go, and want to say thank you for everybody who's a traveler and a Patreon supporter. See you again really soon. I'm gonna leave it here. Shout out, thanks again, John, and drive safe. That's what I'm doing. Eyes on the road. gassy smell again.